Hey YouTube, taking leads here for another box break of PSA Submission that just arrived today. 2 boxes. This was the 80's special that they had during last summer. I think it was $8 per card. And some exciting stuff here. These are the cards I grew up with. So the interesting is they didn't tape these boxes. I had my razor here, but yeah, they didn't tape them. So I hope they're packed well. We'll start the reveal. This one's going to be fun. Haven't seen the grades. I never do. I always want to be surprised. Usually I want to be surprised with good grades. I already see there's one loose card, which I hate. I wish they just slab it and just say it's just not real or whatever they want to do. Oh, really? It's a Bucky Dent. What are they going to say here? Minimum size? Unbelievable. I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah, who's going to cut this up? Come on, guys. Anyway, so there's a waste of money there. I think that's the only card that came out minimum size. Thank goodness. So we'll start. Actually, let me get the other ones out real quick. So no waste of time. Make this thing go a little quicker. A lot of these I probably would never send now just because of the cost. But this is a Robin Yount. This is 1983 Hall of Fame Robin Yount. Ooh, an 8. Really, look at that card. I mean, this is sharp for an 8. It's clean on back. I don't see it. Don't see where this is an 8. Well, hopefully they're not killing me on the grades here, because that was pretty sharp. Here we go. Greg Nettles, again, 1983. Greg Nettles. If I sent this in, I expected a 10, and I got a 9. I guess top to bottom not centered. Still a cool card. These cards are awesome with the little circle in the face there. It's pretty awesome. But I'll take a 9, I guess. Greg Nettles. 83. That's a sought-after set. 83. Gary Gaetti. This is not his rookie year, I don't think. Oh, no, it is his rookie year. So I think this was off-center, so I see an 8 here. Ooh, 6. Yeah. See that off-center there? I knew I was going to get hit on that. I was really upset that it was so off-centered, but it's the only one I had, so I sent it in. I knew I was not going to get a 10 out of this, or even a 9. But Gary Gaetti, great memories, great player. 2 World Series with the Twins. Paul Molitor, Hall of Famer. So this is 5th year. This is a 9. Maybe this the ink there. A little off center, left to right. And there's a stain right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a stain right there. So I'll take a 9. Well centered though. Here's another Hall of Famer, Jim Rice. This again is 1983. I don't like this little white there. I hope they don't hit me on that one. And a 9. Nice card. Well centered. 1983 Jim Rice. And this is, I don't know if you guys remember, Jim Eisenreich. This guy was a Yankee killer, man. And this is his rookie card. And this was off-centered, so I'm probably going to get a 6 on this one. Ooh, 8. Okay. So what's the difference here between this Gaetti and... why would this be a 6 and the other one an 8? Yeah, I guess this is way off-center compared to the Eisenreich there. Top to bottom, it's really, yeah, you can see a big difference there for the Gary Gaetti. So I definitely knocked me down 2 notches compared to the 8 here at Eisenreich, but that's a good card. Really good fan favorite of the Royals. I think he came up with the Royal. He played most of his career with the Royals. Killed the Yankees. Really killed the Yankees in the 80s, this guy. But that's an 8 there. There's another Eisenreich. Probably another 8. Yep. There we go, an 8. Came out of the same box, so they're definitely cut the same. And new Harold Baines Hall of Famer. So I think I sent this once he entered the Hall of Fame last year. I believe, or 2 years ago, was it? I forget when he was in this. Since the pandemic, we don't know. An 8. And not his rookie, obviously. This is probably his 3rd year. Yep, 3rd year. It's a cool card, though. I always like these White Sox uniforms. I don't know if you guys like them, but I like the uniforms. I didn't like it when they had the shorts. You know, those black uniforms with the shorts. That's pretty. That was pretty funny. Look like a softball team. All right, here we go. Fernando Valenzuela, Mike Scioscia, really great players on one card, rookie card. My luck on these have been mostly 7s. I'm hoping for an 8. A 7, another 7. These are tough, man. This card has always come out bad. I don't think there's even a 10, but they always come out with that like mark right there, off-centered. I thought this was going to at least make an 8, but Fernando and Scioscia get a 7. But those are 2 iconic players, though they're not in the Hall of Fame. Willie Wilson, rookie. Juan Berenguer, I think, wasn't he called the Bear, El Oso? Hubie Brooks was a big Met player, a shortstop back in the day. He also came up with the Expos. So I'm hoping for at least an 8 here. Yep, got an 8. And this is much better than the Valenzuela rookie card. Center-wise, and you don't have much marks, so that's why I probably got an 8 instead of a 7, that the same as the Valenzuela card came out. So it's cool. We always like Mookie. A big error hit, I should say, between Buckner's legs. And I sent this in because Trammell had also made the Hall of Fame. Alan Trammell with the Detroit Tigers. It's a stain right there, so I will probably get a 8 on this one. No, 9. Okay. These actually came out pretty good. I have a couple of these in this submission. I remember now that I did put these in, so a 9 is really nice for a 1981 card. Those are tough. The 81 cards are tough to get good grades on, as you've seen with the last 2 cards. Yeah, 9. Cool. Here's the other Tram I was telling you about. And I can see it's all centered here, so definitely an 8 or 9. Oh, another 9. Trammell was a great player. If you guys were lucky enough to see him play, he was a great player and a Yankee killer. Big-time Yankee killer. I remember Grand Slam he hit Upper Deck in Detroit back when they had that Tiger Stadium, that cool Tiger Stadium they had. But another 9 Trammell. Now this is an 81 Gaylord Perry. It's a little off-center in the back. I wanted to send this in a while ago. I thought he had a potential for a 10, but the way it looks in the back, I think we get a 9. Ooh, a 7. That's funny. I thought this was always going to get like something with a 9, but just because you see the centering is really sharp. I don't know, guys. What do you see? I mean, I guess they're really looking into the card, inside the card with a magnifying glass, because I don't see it. The only thing I see is the off-center in the back, but for it to get a 7 for that, that's pretty tough. That's a tough grade. An 81 Gaylord Perry. Here's the Eck, Dennis Eckersley, 81, with the Red Sox. Pretty well centered in the back. Another 7. I thought this was, you see, you got the cigarette burns there on this one right here. 1, 2, 3. So 10, 9, 8, and I got a 7. So pretty. Look at that. Look at his hair. Oh, these are great pictures. Oh, it's too bad I was a 7. Okay, here we go. Robin Yount, 81. We can do a little better on this one. Looks good. There's a little blemish there. Another 7. Yeah, these are going to be tough. But these guys are Hall of Famers. Again, I definitely would not be submitting these now because of the cost of the grades. There's Andre Dawson, really, really badly centered in the back. I see another 7 here. Oh, an 8, okay. Little off center, left to right. I think that's what killed it. They made it a 9. Made it an 8. Came down to a 9, and then the back, obviously. Definitely not a 10. So I don't know these things if they even look at them. There's like things that come through on us. It looks like the cardboard leaves some stains. But these are right out of a pack. I mean, right out of a box of 80. I pulled a Ricky Henderson in that box. I got a 9 in it. So these cards are in the same box I pulled the Ricky Henderson. Like, you know, these cards are very hard. They're not like the cards now that, you know, you have 90% chance of getting a 10. So this is Gaylord Perry again, and I don't remember this card, but I got an 8. Yeah, the 80s and 81s are tough. Looks like he's looking at the camera. Not a knuckleball. That's a curveball. Mike Flanagan. If I put this in, I really thought it was going to get a 10, but I'm looking at it now. That's not going to be a 10 with that right there. A 9. So I really liked it, and that's why I submitted a Mike Flanagan. I don't even know if anybody knows who that is, but he was a decent lefty pitcher for the Orioles back in the 80s. This is his 3rd year. 3.08 ERA, 266 innings pitched, 23-9. The 79. And then he had 19 wins in 78 and 15 wins in 77. Yeah, I consider him a pretty good pitcher. Wow. So lefty probably killed the Yankees. So that's cool. I got a 9 on him. He's not too shabby of a player. We got Jim Cott. I think Jim Cott is the person who invented the slide step. He's the pitcher who invented it. So it was tough to run on him back in the day. 254 wins, I think. I can't read it. 264 wins, 220 losses, 3.3 career ERA. So he held the guys on pretty well. And he is getting an 8 off-centered, obviously. Cool picture, though. You got the autograph, not real, but decent picture. Got an 8 on that. Bobby Bonds. This card is terrible, if I remember. It's like his big face on it. I think so. I think this is the one. It's got some white there. I don't know why these cards came with white there. Some paint from, I guess, from the card. But with that paint, I'd say it's probably going to be 6. Ooh. Oh, this is not the card I was thinking about. It's got to be the 81 card. I definitely didn't submit the 81 card then. This is a decent card, though. Just a little bit of stuff up here. But centering was really decent. So, Bobby Bond. Ryan Sandberg. Rhino, 4th year. He had 314 this year, 200 hits. And this is a 1985 card. Got a 9. Yeah, it looks sharp. I like this one. This is a really nice card. That's a good grade. I'm happy with that one. Andre Dawson, 1987 junk wax era. I mean, I'm probably going to get a 9. Yep. Awesome Dawson. the Hawk. Beautiful card, though. And it matches his uniform. It's one of the only their uniforms match this border that they have here. So it's really, really cool card altogether. It coordinates with his uniform. Put that there. Jesse Orosco with the Mets, 4th year, 1984 card. So I thought it was a decent centering for me to submit it, and I got a 10. Wow. 84-10. Nice card. Jesse Orosco, for those who don't know, was the one who pitched the last pitch in the 1986 World Series, bringing the Mets their last World Series, 1986. Really, really sweet card. And it's a great card altogether, just the way they designed it. All right, I already see a problem with this. I did not see it before. It looks like it's got glue in the back. So definitely a 6 for Rich Gossage. Yep. I don't remember this being that dirty. I don't know. I don't see myself sending this card in. That's strange. And the stain, I should have seen that. I don't know what's going on here. That does not look like a card I would send in. Good centering. I don't know. I don't know where that 6 came from. That card's not familiar to me. Tim Raines. 1984 Tim Raines. Got the great Expos logo there. And this is 84 and 8. Looks sharp. Corners look sharp. Centering looks sharp. What are we missing here? I guess it's off-centered it back, but to get an 8, I don't know. It's a tough grade on that one. And this is just my PC here, Dave Righetti. I don't know if you guys ever heard my story with Dave Righetti. My brother brought me to the Yankee game for the first time, first baseball game I ever went to, and 1983, July 4th, Dave Righetti's on the mound, and the people are going crazy. They carry him off the field because he just threw a no-hitter. And I thought that every game ended like that, with people being carried off the field. It ended up being Dave Righetti's no-hitter. The infamous Dave Righetti no-hitter. I think he's a pitching coach still over there with the San Francisco Giants, and probably, I think, has like 3 World Series rings with them. I bought this card at a local card shop here in Pagoda, New Jersey. And I remember just seeing the card and seeing it glossy, and I remember people, oh, the glossy cards. I ended up buying it. I wanted to get it slabbed. I really think it's in bad condition. I see a 6 here, but this is Dave Righetti, and that's my story with Dave Righetti. I'll never forget it. Never forget it. Dave Righetti's no-hitter. It's a 5. Yep. Yeah, and I knew this was going to be a hit, but it's just great memories. This is PC Tiffany. 1986 Topps Tiffany, Dave Righetti. Excellent condition. 5. A little off center. You got some cookie on it right there. This is my PC, guys. Wasn't looking to sell this. This is just memories right here. Dave Righetti. Carl Yastrzemski, yes. I think this is badly off center. So I'm seeing a 7 here. Carl Yastrzemski is in 1981. Ooh, an 8. Okay. I don't know if you can see like a lot of white on the top and left. But Yaz 8 is always a good thing. And this is the All-Star, so I don't think this is an insert. I think this is his card, his actual card that year. AL All-Star back then. What did he hit that year? 270, 28 doubles, 21 home runs, 87 RBIs. So that's Yaz, an 8. Here's another Trammell. I think this is going to be a 10, guys. I really do. I'm hoping anyway. I really like this card. 8. Ugh. Nah, it's off center. A lot. Hey, he's laying down a bunt. You don't see that often. It's a great picture of Alan Trammell there. Okay, these I bought recently online. There's some stuff there, so that's going to kill my card. I don't know how they're getting that dirty. But, what? Oh, wow. That might be not on the card. That might just be on the slab. Sweet 10, Andre Dawson. Yeah, I did love this card. That's an interesting card there. 87-10. Traded. I'm doing well with the Chicago Cubs. Nice. All right, 87. Roger Clemens. I see a little bit of stains in the back from, I guess, glue. I say a 9, an 8. Roger Clemens 8, 1987 tops. And maybe this will be better. Nah, probably another 8. 7. Well, this one definitely looks like the background is faded. Yep, this one's more faded. All right, so I struck out with the Clemens. An 8's not bad, but, you know, that's the junk era. Dusty Baker, off center in the back. Yep, an 8. I like this card, though. I like the centering on it, the front. I thought it was well centered. Didn't see any cigarette burns. I don't know. I think I should have gotten. Well, I mean, it's off center in the back, I guess. It's a little bit of side wear right there. But this is sorry, I almost threw this away. So that's an 8 for Dusty Baker. Eddie Murray. I love Eddie Murray. Great hitter. This is his 3rd year. This year he hit 30 doubles, 25 home runs, and batted .295, 179 hits. This is his 1980 card. And I got an 8. I mean, look at the centering on this. What's wrong with this thing? At least give me a 9 on that. Is it the discoloration, maybe? They're definitely hard on the 80s. 1980s, 81. There's so many factors in these cards. The color, the background, the paint, the off-centered. You got a lot of cigarette burns. You got some discoloration here in the back. You really, before I send stuff like this, I got to really put a checklist and check all this stuff, because these things, especially now with the $20 a card, nobody can afford that for 8s, 1980 tops, even if there are Hall of Famers. Keith Hernandez, off center in the back, so probably another 8. What? That's awesome. 1980 tops, Keith Hernandez. The Cardinals. PSA 10. That is nice surprise. I don't know, guys. I just don't see. I don't see the difference in some of these cards. Where this comes from an 8 and this comes from this is a 10 and this is an 8. I don't know. Something I'm definitely missing. I don't know. This should have been Eddie Murray should have been a 9 at least. If this is a 10, Eddie Murray should have been a 9. I'll take a Keith Hernandez 10. Not a Hall of Famer, but definitely one of the greats in the 80s. Let's see, what was he hitting back then? He had 344 that year. 344, 48 doubles, 11 triples, and 11 home runs. 105 RBIs, 210 hits, 116 runs. What a monster year. Holy cow. Keith's father, John Hernandez, is a former minor league first baseman. That's why he was a great first baseman. Defensively, anyway. Hit first major league grand slam against Reds July 29th. Won Gold Glove Award for fielding excellence in 1978. Tied record with 2 grand slammers during the month of September 1970. It's a good, but it's not a great stat. Oh, wow. Okay. At least I got some 10s. And we got Greg Luzinski, Philly fan favorite. I heard he used to hit bombs. And this year, 1779, not as good. 18 home runs. But the previous years, he had 30-plus home runs with over 100 RBIs. Greg Luzinski, and we got a 10 to finish it off. 1980, and that centering is awesome on this. Yeah, it's a great card. All right, finished strong. 2 Keith Hernandez, Greg Luzinski. Those are good, awesome 1980 cards to be 10s. Junk era 10 with Andre Dawson. An 84 Jesse Roscoe 10. 2 9s with Ryan Sandberg and Andre Dawson. I like the Sandberg card. I like this one too. So those are 10s. A few other 9s, but mostly a lot of 8s and 7s. So a couple 6s. Not my best submission return. I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun to send these out. Won't be able to do this much because of the cost of PSA 20 a card. It's really going to be hard to send stuff like this out without it being perfect card. Subscribe, hit the like button. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will bring you more submissions in the future. Take care, YouTube.